Great. So if you want to start off, we'll start seated. So grab your cushion if you need to and sit on your cushion. And then just shake out or wiggle out any little things that need to be shaken out or wiggled out. And then maybe roll the shoulders a couple of times. And then close the eyes or just gently lower the gaze. And take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking a couple more breaths like that. And as you breathe out through the mouth, get a real sense of just letting go in your forehead and your jaw especially, and around your shoulders. Good, and then we'll draw our attention to our breath. And I'd like you to try and breathe into the sides and the back of your ribs. So as you breathe in, feel like the ribs are expanding out to the side and the back of the ribs are expanding. And then as you breathe out, draw your lower ribs in and draw your low belly in. Again, breathing in, feel for expanding the sides and the back of the ribs. And breathe out, draw the low ribs in, draw the low belly in. Take a few more breaths like that. And it can be really hard to isolate the breath in different parts of the ribs. So if you're not accustomed to it, so just notice that if it's difficult, just notice that it's really difficult to do this thing that she's asking me to do. And keep on going, just sending the attention to the sides and the back of the ribs for the inhale. And then for the exhale, drawing the low ribs down, drawing the low belly in. And this evening with your practice, the invitation is to, as always, work with your breath, but also work with whatever it is that, whatever feelings are coming up, and they might be physical sensations, they might be emotional sensations, and it's really easy to attach a story to our feelings. Keep breathing deeply. It's really easy to attach a story to our feelings and this chatter that goes on in our head, and we're trying to make sense of everything. And the invitation is to just bring acceptance to whatever it is that's there, maybe even appreciate whatever it is that's there. And in that way, sometimes the feelings don't hang around for so long, in my experience. And then we'll take alternate nostril breathing. So bring your right thumb onto your right nostril and put your index and middle finger over your forehead. And exhale out through your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. And then cover the left nostril up. Exhale out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. And then cover the nostril up. Exhale out through the left. Adding a breath hold. Inhale through the left. Hold the breath in at the top. And exhale out through the right nostril. Draw the low ribs down, draw the low belly in. Inhale through the right nostril, expanding the sides and the back of your ribs. Hold the breath in. And exhale through the left nostril. I'd like you to do 2 more rounds. So left, right, right, left, with a breath hold at the top. And aim to count in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. And just notice how it feels to do that in your body. Whenever you're done, just letting the hands rest back down on the thighs and coming back to an easy breath. Good. So we'll come into a kneeling position if you feel comfortable on your knees. If you don't, then just stay sitting in whatever position feels comfortable for you. And then bring your left hand out in front of you with the palm facing away, with the heel of the hand up towards the ceiling. And then bring your right hand over your left fingers, spread those left fingers wide. Inhale, spread the sides and the back of the ribs. And then exhale, stretch that left wrist. So draw the fingertips back towards the forearm. Reach away through the heel of the left hand. Take another breath there. And then exhale, soften the shoulders. Switching over to the other side, spread the right fingers and bring the left hand over the right fingers. Take an inhale. And then exhale, draw those right fingers back towards the forearm, softening the right shoulder. Good. And then bring your thumbs into your palms and roll your fingers over the top. And bring your arms straight out alongside of your body with the backs of the hands facing up. Take an inhale and spread the sides of the ribs. And then exhale, send the fist down towards the ground. Soften the shoulders. This might stretch the back of the wrist. Take another breath there. And then put the thumbs up, still in a fist, like you're holding on to a jug or something. Take an inhale there. And then exhale, tip the thumbs away from you, like you're trying to pour something out of the jug. And that might bring a stretch down the thumb side of your wrist. And then soften the shoulders and release the arms. And take an inhale and lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back, still squeezing them together. Inhale, lift the shoulders up, squeeze them together. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back. One more like that. Inhale, lift the shoulders up, squeeze them together. And then exhale, draw them down the back. Good. And then we'll come forward onto hands and knees into a tabletop position. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And see if you can get that breath again. So turn the eyes of the elbows forwards and then release the neck. And see if you can breathe in and expand the sides and the back of the ribs. And breathe out, draw the low ribs in, draw the low belly in, and tuck the tailbone a little bit. Take another breath like that. Noticing how you're feeling. Tuck the toes under, take another inhale, expand the sides of the ribs. And exhale, push through the hands and hover the knees 2 inches off the mat. Still drawing the low ribs and the low belly in. And allow the jaw and the forehead to be soft. Drop the knees down. Take an inhale, come into a cow pose, arch the spine. And then exhale, round the back, draw the chin in towards the chest and draw the low belly in. Couple more like that, inhaling to open the chest. And exhale to round. And then come back to a neutral spine, push down through the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up into the air. And exhale, thread the right hand underneath the left hand and come down so you're on the outer right side of your face into a twist. Inhale and fill the back with your breath. And exhale, allow some softness in your upper body. Again, just noticing what it is that's there, not trying to sort it out. Push through the left hand, come back to center. Inhale, reach the left arm up into the air. And exhale, thread that left arm underneath. Come to a twist the other way. Again, inhale and expand the back of the body with the breath. And exhale, allow the upper body to surrender down towards the ground. Push through the right hand and come back to center. And then bring your knees a little bit behind the hips. Send the eyes of the elbows forward. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, bend the elbows as much as you're able to, so that can be a little or a lot. Inhale, straighten the arms. And exhale, come back into a child's pose. Inhale, come back onto the hands and the knees. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeezing them in alongside of the waist. Inhale, push through the hands. Exhale, child's pose. Two more like that. Inhale, onto the hands and the knees. Exhale, bending the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades back. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, child's pose. One more. Good, and then inhale, come back up onto the hands and the knees. Keep the hips over the knees and walk the hands out in front of you. Coming into Anahatasana, sinking the chest down towards the ground. And if you can, let the head and the neck go here. And keep the fingers spread so you've got some engagement in the arms, and allow the breath to fill wherever you feel any sensation. Good, and then gently push yourself back up and come down onto the forearms. We'll take a dolphin pose. Measure the distance between the elbows to grab the biceps, and then clasp the hands together out in front of you. Take an inhale and spread the space in between the shoulder blades. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades back, relax the neck. So this might be enough. If you want more, you can tuck your toes under, and with your next exhale, push through the forearms and lift the hips up. And as much as you can, get a sense of squeezing the elbows towards each other, and then lengthening up through the sitting bones. The back of the head and the neck are soft. And coming back to your breath and just feeling into where can you notice your breath. Good, and then release the knees down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under and push back up into a downward facing dog. And maybe take a breath here in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. And exhale, keep the leg there and reach away from the fingertips all the way up towards the toes. Take another breath in. Exhale, we'll bring the right foot forwards. You can bring your left knee down first if that's easier. And then everyone bring the left knee down. Push through the feet and use an inhale to reach the arms up into a low lunge. And then exhale, bring the elbows alongside of the waist with the palms facing up for bird wing. Take an inhale and spread the sides of the ribs with the breath. And exhale, squeeze the elbows alongside the waist and send the thumbs out wide, so we're opening the front of the chest. Inhale, draw the fingers together. Exhale, send the thumbs wide. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, this time draw the low ribs down as you send the thumbs wide. And you're pushing through both of your feet. So your legs are really stable. One more. Good, release the hands down. Push back into a downward facing dog. And inhale, lift the left leg up into the air. Exhale, stay there, reach away through the ball of the left foot. Take another inhale. And then exhale, the left foot steps forwards, the right knee comes down. Inhale, reach the arms up, push through both of your feet. Then exhale, curl the pubic bone in towards the belly button, so you're switching on your right butt cheek. And then clasp the hands behind the low back. Take an inhale and open across the front of the chest. And exhale, send the hands down towards the ground and lift the chest up. Notice if you can maintain this with the low ribs drawn in. Notice if your ribs are fighting with your shoulders, mine always do. Keep the breath full and deep. Good, release the hands, step back into a downward facing dog. And then we'll come down into a seated position and then come all the way down onto our back for abs. So find your way down onto the ground. And then bring your knees up over your hips with your shins parallel to the ceiling and push your low back down into the ground. So the first one we'll do today is heel taps. Take an inhale and spread the sides of the ribs. And exhale, keep the head down, lower the right heel down towards the ground, push the low back down and draw the low belly down. Inhale, draw the right leg up. Exhale, send the left heel down towards the ground. Keep the knee bent. Draw the low ribs down and draw the belly down. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, right heel comes down. If this is really uncomfortable from your neck, you can prop your head up a bit. Inhale, draw the right knee up. Exhale, send the left heel down. Draw the low ribs in, draw the low belly down. Good. Inhale, draw the left knee up. And exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest and maybe take a couple of circles with the knees around the hip joints, just moving a little bit on your back. Bring your knees back up over your hips and then the shins parallel to the ceiling. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head this time. You can do all of this with the head down. Inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. Hold the breath Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, send the elbows towards the left knee and reach away through the ball of the right foot. Pull the low belly down. Inhale, bend the right knee. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the right knee. Left leg straightens out and pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. See if you can relax your head into your hands. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left knee, reach away through the right leg. Pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the right knee, reach away with the left leg and pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows left, right leg reaches out, belly pulls down. And one more, inhale, come to center. Hold the breath, push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows right, left leg reaches out, pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the head, release the feet. Option to bring the hands onto the belly and take a couple of deep feeling breaths into your belly. Breathing out through your mouth. And then walk your feet a little bit further away from your sitting bones than normal. So we'll come into a bridge, but the feet are further forwards. If it doesn't work for you, just bring them back wherever it works. Bring the palms up towards the sky. Take an inhale and spread the sides of the ribs. And then exhale, push through your feet and lift your hips up. Allow the breath to fill the space between the ribs and the hips. You're really opening out your belly and the sides of your abdominal wall with your breath. And see if you can push through the inner and the outer arch of your feet, the inner and outer edges of your feet. And notice what that does to the muscles in the legs, just noticing. Relax your forehead, take one more inhale. And then exhale, curl the upper, middle, and lower part of the back all the way down to the ground. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And again, just rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe getting your breath all the way down to the low back. And then we'll start to rock forwards and backwards. We're going to come eventually into a standing forward fold position. So you might want to just take a couple of breaths where you come into a little squat and then you roll back. And then using your hands or not, come into a standing forward fold. And put a bend in the knees and allow the upper body to let go, release down towards the ground. And see if you can tune in again to the feeling sense of the breath, all the way down in the low back and the low belly. And then again, push through the inner and outer edges of your feet. So your legs are super active. You can almost feel like you're kind of pushing your feet away from each other on the mat to switch on the outside line of the legs. Good, and then draw your low belly in, push through your feet, and slowly roll yourself up into a standing position. And then take a breath there, maybe shaking the legs out, shaking the arms out. And come to standing at the top of the mat, the feet are hips width distance apart. An option to put a hand over the belly and a hand over the heart, and just tuning in again. So inviting that full deep breath into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the low ribs down, draw the low belly in. What am I feeling? And can I just be with that feeling? Then open the eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up for sun salutations. Exhale, fold forwards and draw your belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank position. Take a breath there. And exhale, drop the knees down, send the elbows back behind you, lower down onto your belly. Bring the hands forwards at the shoulders for cobra. Push through the tops of the feet. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. So push through the hands and lengthen the chest forwards and up. And if the low back is sensitive, just squeeze your bum a little bit more. With your next exhale, come down and push back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forwards. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. And again, inhale, push through your feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to step or jump back. Same exhale as you lower down towards the ground. Hands come forwards. Inhale, draw the upper ribs forwards. And exhale, push back into a downward facing dog. And your downward facing dog can always be done with the knees down. Take an inhale through the nose and an exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, push through the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. This one with lunges. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, belly draws in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back and left knee comes down, a bit behind your hip. Inhale, push through the feet and reach the arms up. Exhale, curl the pubic bone in towards the belly button and reach through the fingertips. Inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. And exhale, plank. Take one breath in. Exhale, lower yourself down towards the ground. One breath in your back bend. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee comes down, behind the hip. Inhale, push through both feet and reach the arms up. As you exhale, just notice any sensation. Inhale, breathe into that sensation. Exhale, standing forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, push through the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and again, take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground and feel the crown of the head drawing back over the sacrum. Put a bend in your knees. Use an inhale to come into a chair pose. And exhale, stay there. Draw your low ribs in. Inhale, expand the sides and the back of the ribs. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Option to come straight to downward facing dog or through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Push through your feet for a high lunge. So a lunge with the back knee up. And keep the arms down by the sides and try and relax the arms completely. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. Lift the shoulders up, send them back. And exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw them down the back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and back. Exhale, like you're really trying to wring something out of your shoulder blades, draw them down. Inhale, lifting them up and back. And exhale, squeezing them together. Good, eagle arms. Wrap your right elbow under your left elbow. Either the elbows come together and you hold your shoulders, or you can bring the backs of the forearms together. Invitation for everybody to relax their head here. So bring your attention to your feet. See if you can squeeze your left glute and then push through both feet so you're really making the legs very strong and very active. And then breathe into the space in between the shoulder blades. And exhale, send the elbows forwards. We'll come to warrior 3, so the arms can stay where they are, or you can just bring them wherever is comfortable. Step the back foot in and then float that back leg up. So you're in like a capital T. As you inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. And then exhale, push through that right foot. Spread the toes of the left foot. And just noticing whatever it is that's going on. Feelings, sensations. And allowing the breath to still be there. Good, release the left foot back and bring the left knee down and pad the left knee so you're super comfy. And bring the left knee a little bit behind the left hip. So either you just stay in a lunge and reach the arms up. Options, if you want more of a quad stretch, is to bend your left knee and hold on to your left ankle. As you inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. And as you exhale, if you have the left ankle, push the left foot into the left hand. Otherwise, just push your feet down into the mat. Good, release the hands down and step back into a plank position. And then with your next exhale, lower all the way down onto the ground. And bring your hands into like a triangle position over your sacrum, so you can see where my hands are. I want you in that position. You're laying down on the ground. So we're going to do a variation of a boat pose here. So as you inhale, breathe into your belly and lift your chest and shoulders up off the mat. If the back feels okay, you can lift the legs up as well. Inhale again, breathe into the sides of the ribs and the belly. And exhale, draw the elbows towards each other, like you're trying to open the front of the chest. Inhale, relax the elbows down. And exhale, draw the elbows towards each other. Again, inhale, relax the elbows down. Exhale, squeeze them in. One more like that. Reach away through the balls of your feet. And then bring one of the sides of your face onto the mat or the ground. And breathe deeply down into your low back, your low belly. Good, from there, push yourself back either into a child's pose for 5 breaths or to a downward facing dog. And wherever you are, allow the forehead and the back of the neck to soften. And the breath to be really full and really deep. Tuning in again with what's going on. And then everybody meeting back in a downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up into the air. And exhale, step your left foot forwards, push through both feet and reach the arms up into a high lunge. Inhale, push down through your feet and squeeze your right glute. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. This time with a lion's breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale. 2 more like that. Make it as loud as you can for this one. Good, wrap the left elbow underneath your right elbow for eagle arms. Inhale, spread the space in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, send the elbows forwards and push down through your feet. Maybe relax the neck, bringing the forehead down onto the biceps. Good, and then coming into warrior 3, stepping your right foot up and pushing through your left foot. So that left glute is really active. So if you push through your heel or the outside of your foot, that will help to activate your left glute. Good, and then releasing back, releasing the back knee down, and again padding that right knee. And coming into a lunge with the back knee down, option to reach the arms up or to hold on to that right ankle. And invite the breath to be deep wherever you are. As you exhale, push the right ankle into the hand. or just push the feet down into the ground. And notice what's going on again in the body. Allowing the breath to be full and just noticing, maybe even appreciating the stretch for helping you to know where to send your breath. Good, release the hands down and come back onto the hands and the knees. We'll take a few breaths in a cat-cow. Or any other movement around your hips or your shoulders that feels good for your body. And just notice if what you need this evening is movement or stillness. What you need is a lot of kind of wriggling stuff out, or if it's just allowing the breath to fill the back of the ribs. Good, and then everybody tuck the toes under and come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up into the air and bend your right knee, open your right hip. Exhale, step your right foot forwards for a warrior two. Reach the arms out. Check the front knees tracking over the second toe. And then we'll take archer arms, so reaching the right elbow up and just holding onto that right elbow. So you're taking a stretch and probably feeling a stretch down the right tricep. And the feet stay really strong. So you're getting a sense of drawing the feet towards each other to keep the legs turned on. Option to stay here or to bring that left arm underneath, maybe holding onto the clothes, or to bring the fingertips together. And it doesn't matter if the fingertips don't come together, you're still getting the benefit, which is the breath and the movement. So just notice if you tell yourself a story when you can't do something. I know I do. Good, bring the arms back out, flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, push through that front foot and stretch the right fingertips back. Take another breath in here. And then exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. The left hand comes behind the low back. And then you release the neck. So extended warrior variation with a neck release. As you inhale, fill the sides of the ribs with your breath. And then exhale, open that left shoulder and relax the right ear towards the right shoulder. And the feet and the legs are strong and stable, pushing through the feet. Good, and then slowly come up, gently bring the head up. We'll switch straight to the other side, bending the left knee and bringing the right foot out, coming into warrior two again. This time, the left elbow reaches up and the right hand holds onto it. As you inhale, feel your feet push down. Maybe feel your feet draw as if they're magnetically being drawn towards each other, and that switches on all of the legs. And then exhale, bring the right arm under. Maybe you can reach the fingers for the fingers. Maybe you can't. Maybe you're just holding your clothes. As you inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. And as you exhale, open the front of that right shoulder because it might have rolled in. So you can open it out a bit. And feel the breath again. Good, unwind the arms, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, push through that front foot and reach the left fingertips back, so you're getting a really juicy stretch down the left side of the body. With your next exhale, the left forearm comes to the left thigh and the right hand reaches behind the back. If it can reach all the way around to that front thigh, you can take it there. Relax the neck. Inhale, fill the sides of the ribs with your breath. And exhale, push through your feet. Rotate the torso up so you're opening towards the sky. And take your next breath out through your mouth. Good, and then gently come back up, maybe support the head to bring the head up. And then parallel the feet and heel toe the feet in towards each other. We're going to take a chest opener at the wall, so just find a little bit of wall, you don't need much, and step your right foot forward, so you're in like a warrior one, and bring your right hand back on the wall. So the right knee is bent, and the right hand is on the wall. Bring your left hand onto the front of the right side of the chest. Inhale, breathe all the way up into the right side of the chest. And exhale, soften that right shoulder. And see if you can keep your chest kind of drawing forwards. So hopefully you've got a stretch down the front of the right shoulder, the pec. If it's too intense, step a bit away from the wall. And take another couple of breaths there. Release your left ear towards your left shoulder. Maybe close the eyes. Good, and then straighten that front leg and step forwards and release the arm. Switch straight over to the other side. So left foot is forwards, left knee is bent, and the left hand is on the wall. The right hand comes to the left side of the chest. Inhale, take the breath all the way up into the the right hand. I'm confusing everyone, including myself. And then exhale, soften the left shoulder, draw the chest forwards. You're opening across the front of that left shoulder. Option to release the right ear down towards the right shoulder, so you've got a neck stretch as well. And then flood the breath into the left side of the chest. Relax the forehead and the jaw. Good, and then gently coming out, releasing the hand off the wall. And just before we come down to the ground, we'll do a dancer pose, so a balancing pose. So transfer your weight into your left foot and hold onto your right ankle. Take an inhale and reach the left arm up. And this might be enough, or you might want to push that right ankle into the right hand and start to come forwards. And keep breathing deeply, pushing through the left foot and pushing the right ankle into the right foot, whether you're forwards or upright. Good, and then gently come back to center and release. And switch straight over to the other side. The left ankle comes in towards the left butt cheek. And inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, draw the right hand forwards, push the left ankle into the left hand. Good, and then gently coming back up and releasing. Giving your body a little bit of a shake. And then bring your heels in, the toes are out, feet are hips width distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands in towards the chest and sink yourself down a little bit. Inhale, push through the heels, reach the arms up. Exhale, sinking down. One more, inhale, push through the heels, reach the arms up. This time coming all the way down into a squat. So you can be on your tiptoes if that helps. And then bring the upper arms to the insides of the thighs and lift the chest up. And take the breath all the way down into the hips as much as you can. Maybe close the eyes and just notice what's going on the inside. Good, and then releasing all the way down onto your bum. And bring your legs out in front of you and just give the legs a little bit of a shake. And then bend your right knee, bring the sole of the right foot to the outside of the left knee. So we'll take a twist here. So cradle your right thigh with your left arm and bring the right fingertips out behind you. As you inhale, spread the side and the back of your ribs. Exhale, draw the belly in and open the chest towards the right. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Releasing, coming forwards and switching over the legs. Left foot to outside of right knee. And then cradling the left thigh with the right arm. The left fingertips come back. Maybe taking a breath in through the nose and feeling the ribs expand to the side. And then breathe out through the mouth. Good, coming back to the center. We'll bring our legs wide into a straddle. So if you struggle to sit in a straddle, then you can bring your legs straight out in front of you, or you can just sit propped up on something or have your knees bent. And everybody inhale and lift the chest and spread the toes. Option to stay here if this is already a stretch, or you can fold forwards. And we'll take a few breaths here to really start to ground down and soften. So softening the forehead and softening the jaw. Taking up to 5 more breaths. And then gently coming back up to center, bringing the hands under the knees and drawing the knees together and bringing your legs straight out in front of you. Reach the arms out at shoulder height and then plug the shoulders into their sockets, draw the belly in. We'll start to roll down onto our back. So bring your low back down first, then the midsection, and then the upper back. And bring your feet underneath your knees, and your feet are hips width distance apart. And bring your arms out alongside of the body. So you're in your arms are in line with your shoulders. Inhale with the knees at the center. And exhale, drop the knees towards the right. Inhale, bring the knees to the center. And exhale, drop the knees towards the left. Take a few more breaths like this. Feeling into the twist in the back part of the body. Good. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center. And then bring the hands onto the base of the thighs. Take an inhale and spread the sides of the ribs. The fingers are facing towards the knees. And then exhale, push the thigh muscles up towards the knees and push your low back down into the ground. So you're trying to give yourself back traction. So you're trying to stretch out your back. Again, inhale, spread the sides of the ribs, relax the hips. Exhale, push the thighs towards the knees and push the low back down. One more, inhale, relax the hips, spread the ribs. Exhale, push the thighs towards the knees and push the low back down. Good, relaxing the hips and hug the knees in towards the chest, and you can either gently just rock from side to side or you can take a happy baby pose if that would feel good for your body this evening. Inviting the breath into the back of your body. If you're taking a happy baby, inviting your breath into your hips. Good, and then release the feet down onto the mat. Either the feet come to the mat's width distance apart and let the knees drop in towards the center. Do that if you've got low back sensitivity. Otherwise, you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop out wide. Option to bring a hand over the belly and a hand over the heart. And let the shoulders go. As you inhale, fill the belly and the pelvis and the hips with your breath. And as you release, feel the whole weight of the pelvis settle down into the mat. And then bring the breath into the space around the heart, so filling the front, the sides, and the back of the heart. As you exhale, let the heart soften towards the ground. And then gently fill both of these spaces with your breath at the same time. So simultaneously expand your heart, your belly, your pelvis with your inhale. And with each exhale, dropping the body down, letting it soften and release into the ground. And from here, we'll come into Shavasana. So making any movements or maybe grabbing some socks or a blanket to make yourself super comfortable. And then finding a space that feels like one that you can settle and relax a little bit in. And if you're on your back, then bring your feet wide so they're off the edges of the mat and the toes are dropping out to the side. And tuck the tailbone under so you're lengthening the low back. And shuffle the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the forehead and the jaw and all of the muscles in the face. And just imagine that with each breath, you're gradually letting go of another layer and allowing your body this precious time to integrate and rest. Giving yourself permission to let go. I'm going to share a few words from, which is a Rumi quote, called The Guest House. So if the words speak to you, then allow them to sink into your body. And if they don't, just let them pass you by. And this speaks to me about just welcoming all the feelings and trying to be with the feelings rather than attaching stories to them all the time. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So just inviting that attitude of gratitude for whatever's present as you rest a little deeper. And then gently starting to deepen your breath again. Maybe moving your head a little from side to side. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And taking a stretch. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll over to whichever side feels comfortable for you. And just pause there a moment. And as you're ready, gently bringing yourself back up into a comfortable seat. And bringing the hands together in front of the heart space or over the heart, whatever feels better for you. And lower your gaze a moment, so directing the attention inwardly to your body. And fill the heart again with the breath. Inviting this attitude of appreciation or gratitude for all that your body is able to do for you every day and today. And thanking it for that. And we'll close the practice with the sound of one Om together. Deep breath in. Thank you all for the privilege. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. It's wonderful to see you all. If anyone has any questions, then just ask. Otherwise, enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you soon.